for the Givebutter demo or the Givebutter tour. It's nice to meet everybody. My name is Steven. I will introduce myself a couple more times in the next couple of minutes as people flood in. I'm very excited to see so many people join on a Wednesday right before a holiday. But welcome to the Givebutter tour. It's awesome seeing so many people join in. Oh, Polly asked really quickly, how long is the demo? It's a great question. It's around 45 minutes. The first 25 to 30 minutes is the demo, and then there's a Q&A session. I will talk again about that in a couple of minutes, but if you do have somewhere else to go, we will be sending this out via recording tomorrow. So if you need to leave, don't worry about it. You will have a record of it that you can watch whenever you like. But again, hello everybody. My name is Steven and welcome to the Givebutter demo. I did just say this, but welcome. This is our agenda for today. We're doing a little introduction right now. So please, since I can't see all of y'all's lovely faces, if you could just introduce yourself in the chat really quickly. Let me know what your plans are for tomorrow, if you do have tomorrow off. I will be resting. That's kind of what I'm doing my like winter cleaning, you know. That's what I'll be doing. But if you can introduce yourself, that'll be awesome. Again, the demo will last approximately 25-30 minutes, and then we will have a live Q&A. But welcome, Dan from Indianapolis. Hello. Hello, Midge. Nice to meet you. Hello, Julianne. I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong there, but hello, Lee, and Gina, and Polly again, and Jennifer. Nice to meet everybody here from all over. Wow. Hopefully the weather is okay. Karen from Los Angeles says, tomorrow I'm working. I mean, I appreciate what everybody here does, working hard to help a lot of people. So that is amazing. Hello, Lisa, and oh, thank you, Julianne. I actually just forgot what I just said. Julianne, Devin, and hi, Ellie from the UK. Nice to meet everybody here. Let's get to the rest of the little topics here in the introductions. So if you do have any questions during this demo, again, we will have a live Q&A at the end. So please use the Zoom Q&A functionality. That will help us get all of the questions into one place and make it easier for me and Holly, who is helping managing the chat and the Q&A, to organize everything. So I will remind you during the demo, but please use the Zoom Q&A feature. Also comment, use some emojis. I love the engagement. Again, since I can't see anybody's face, if you have any, you can put a smiling emoji or, any kind of emoji that you'd want. That would really help me out. Oh, thank you, Hillary. Thank you so much for the smiley face. Again, the demo slides and the recordings will be emailed to you tomorrow. So if you need to leave, if you want to hear my lovely voice again, you will get all of the recordings tomorrow. You can share it with your colleagues, so on and so forth. So don't look out for that email tomorrow. But let's get to the demo here. So I'm very excited to be able to introduce to you Givebutter, your end-to-end fundraising solution. We are the #1 rated free fundraising platform across multiple independent rating sites, and we are known for our ease of use, our ease of setup, and the quality of our award-winning support. Now, instead of using a mix of outdated and expensive tools, Givebutter brings together everything you need to successfully raise funds, track your progress, and engage your supporters completely for free. And we offer 3 tools to do that, aptly named Raise, Track, and Engage. And we will talk about each one of those throughout the demo today. Now I'm going to jump out of the slide deck and go directly into the dashboard, the Givebutter dashboard, for more hands-on experience here. And so let me go right over here. So this is the homepage for the Givebutter dashboard. And we're going to start over here on the left-hand side with Raise. So with Raise, you can create campaigns. And we have 3 different campaign types on Givebutter. We have forms, we have pages, and we have events. Now, I will go through examples of all 3 of these, but just know that all of these campaigns build upon each other. So features a form, builds into pages, builds into events. So let's start with forms. So let me show an example of what a form looks like. It looks something like this. Now, form is our bread and butter. You know, it's our simple but powerful donation form for helping you raise funds. It can be customized with an assortment of things. You're going to hear the word customize a lot during this demo. You can customize, of course, the name of this campaign, as well as add a description. You can add a goal bar or not have a goal bar. You can choose a fund designation if you'd like, or you can have this turned off. You can offer recurring donations as well as one-time donations. The recurring options can also be picked from what you would like. So we have monthly, quarterly, or yearly. You can pick just monthly, just yearly, a mix of any of them. You can also customize your default donation amounts as well as the contextualization for those donations. You can also customize the URL. So all of our campaigns, you can customize so that it says givebutter.com/something. So we allow you to kind of name it so that it is more personable to your campaign. You can also customize your campaign with your own custom branding here in the upper left-hand corner as well. Now, on Givebutter, we proudly say that we can accept a wide variety of payment methods. So we can accept Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Microsoft Pay, all major credit and debit cards, as well as ACH if you're a verified nonprofit. And we take all of those different payment methods without you needing to connect individual different accounts. When you sign up and connect your own bank account, you will be prompted to open a Stripe account. And I will talk a little bit more in depth about how that works later on. But we want to make it as hands-off and easy for you to get your funds, and you can withdraw them whenever you'd like. Another really cool thing is that whenever anybody donates, they will get an automated receipt email. Now it is a receipt email, but you can also customize a thank you message per campaign for those. So for one campaign, you can have a discrete thank you message, and for another one, you can have a slightly different one. Our forms can also be embedded onto your own website. So whenever you create a form, it does create an automated iframe widget code that you can copy and paste right into your website hosting platform. Let me show an example here. So this is one of our users, Project Embrace. And as you can see here on their website, they have embedded their own version of their form. So they've customized it themselves. They have changed the color a little bit. They have only enabled monthly. There's no goal bar or anything, but as you can see, you can go through the whole donation process without having to leave the web page, which is really awesome. Now, again, I do see some great questions coming in for the chat. If you can, please use the Q&A feature for the questions, just so that we can get those logged and organized. That would be really amazing. But thank you, Holly, for helping me out with those questions. So yes, that is our form campaigns. Let's move on to the second type of campaign, and those are our pages. Now, pages is like the big sister to our forms. It does everything that a form does, but now it's wrapped in this more graphic heavy, more socially driven type of page. So for example, when I hit donate here, everything from the form is also here as well that you can customize. But in addition to that, now you can add this big cover photo. You can also add a video here as well. We still have our goal bar. We have peer-to-peer functionality. I'll talk a little bit more in detail about what it can do in a second, but the peer-to-peer is entirely optional. You can have it turned on or you can have it turned off. As we scroll down here, you will also see the story section. Now, this story section is very important. It is your chance to tell the story of this campaign. So why is it important? How is it important? Where does the money go towards? The story section is there for you to create your story. So you can add an unlimited amount of text, videos, infographics, pictures, anything that will help keep the story fresh and exciting and interesting. Now on the right-hand side here, we have what's called our supporter feed. Now, whenever anybody donates, they have the option to leave a sweet message of support. And oftentimes that sweet message of support comes out as a GIF. But you can also just write a message, or you can write nothing. But you can also remain anonymous as well. Again, that is remaining anonymous publicly, but all of the donor information will be seen, or you can see that information as an admin on the account in the back end. But it's a really cool, fun way to keep things, more socially driven, which is really cool. One of our new updates here is that you can now add a campaign update. So a campaign update is pretty much just like a post to this supporter feed, and it allows you to celebrate or let people know different things. So you can celebrate milestones, you can celebrate sponsors, you can celebrate people who have donated, and you could also add updates, campaign updates, of course, like maybe this week you're doing something a little bit different. Maybe you have like a mini event, that you want to get people's eyes on. Campaign updates are there for you to do that. One of the cool features is that you can actually, if you hit this little plus button, we also have a Canva integration. Canva is a free online image editing tool, and you can click this little Canva button. You can design an entire image without leaving the page, and then just insert it directly into this campaign update, which is really awesome. You can pin this update so that it always stays on top in the upper right-hand corner here. And you can also email this update to campaign followers. Now, this uses one of our other tools. It uses our Engage tool, which I'll talk about later on. But once you've enabled that tool, you can send out this campaign update to anybody who's donated or is a team member of this campaign. So that's really awesome there. So let's talk a little bit about the peer-to-peer functionality. So as you can see here, when peer-to-peer is turned on, again, it's optional, you can see a leaderboard of everybody who has joined as a team member and gotten, donations credited to that person. So I'm going to click on Max, for example. Max is our lovely CEO here. And what's really cool is Max has joined as a team member, and he also gets his own custom URL. So when Max shares this URL with his friends, with his family, it has his name in it, which is a big reason why peer-to-peer is so powerful. People like to give to people that they know, and having their name in it just has this familiarity. You're not clicking on a link that you have no idea what's going on there. So that's really cool. In addition to that, Max can also add his own goal bar, and any donations that go towards this goal does wrap into the overall campaign's goal bar. Max can also write his own story here as well. So again, this is a very powerful way to have Max share his story, why this campaign means so much to him, and as he's sharing it to all of his friends and family, if anybody clicks donate with that link, it will automatically credit Max with that donation, which is really awesome. As we scroll down on Max's page, again, you can see the other team members. And as we scroll down even further, you will see the overall campaign story section. So that's there as well. Now I'm going to go back to the main page here. And I want to talk about this little fundraise button. So again, we have options here for peer-to-peer. You can turn on what's called public fundraising. So right now this is public, which means anybody can join as a team member. So I can join this as a team member. I can create my own story, my own gold bar. I can share that to my friends and family. It's a really great organic way for people to help you spread word without, you having to set them up with anything, You can also turn this off and leave it more of a private thing. So that means only people that you invite can become team members. So if you have a set board, or maybe you're a school and you have, set people in your grade, something like that, you can do that privately. And you can also turn on multi-team fundraising. So that just means that you can have a team A, a team B, a team C, different departments in your company, different grade levels, different alumni years, any kind of team, this city versus that city. You can do that as well for peer-to-peer. Cool. So again, that is our page campaigns. Let's now move on to talk about the last type of campaign, which is our events. So as you can see here, our events look very similar to our page campaigns. Again, everything's built upon each other. We still have, the peer-to-peer functionality, the story section, the supporter feed, custom URL, custom branding, all of those things. But in addition to that, events let you sell paid or free tickets. So as you can see here, now there's this new little screen where you can add tickets. You can have an unlimited number of ticket types. You can set a quantity limit for those tickets. And you can use these tickets in a myriad of ways, just for tickets to your event, or to sell sponsorships, or any creative way that you would like. Sometimes when you share events with people, they can't go, which is a shame, but we always have this no thanks, just like the donate button, so that people who can't go can still click in and donate. Again, it's that standard donation flow that you've seen on all three campaign types now. Now for our events, we actually can set up three different kinds. So you can set up an in-person event, a virtual event, or a hybrid event. Now, when it's an in-person event and someone buys an in-person ticket, remember earlier I said that when anybody donates, they will get an automated receipt email sent to them. When someone buys an in-person ticket, they will also get a QR code in that email, and they can bring that QR code or bring it up on their phone when they reach your event, and you can actually scan that QR code using Givebutter on your own phone to check them in, which is really awesome. So that's a good way to track who showed up, who hasn't shown up. And again, those are for in-person events. If it's a virtual event and somebody buys a virtual ticket, they will get a link that you have prescribed. So you would set that link up ahead of time, and whenever anybody buys that virtual ticket, they'll get a link to your live stream or your pre-recorded video or something like that. And if it's a hybrid event, then when you choose your ticket types, you can designate whether it's an in-person ticket or if it's a digital ticket. If they buy an in-person ticket, they'll get the QR code. Virtual ticket, the link. So that's really awesome there. If it's a public live stream, so maybe anybody can watch it, you can actually embed the public live stream where the cover photo is right here as well. So that allows people to be watching the live stream and seeing the donation page all at the same time, which is really awesome. We support you live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Vimeo. We have a lot of lovely help center articles to explain how to set everything up, including those live stream links. Cool. So again, this is our events campaigns. Now, everything that I've shown you is part of Raise. And you can have an unlimited number of campaigns. You're not limited to only 1 or 2 or 3 before you hit a certain threshold. We don't do that stuff here at Givebutter. But everything you've seen is kind of more the donor-facing portion of things. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the tools that we have available in the backend as well. So we're going to go back to our dashboard. So this is the Givebutter dashboard. Whenever you make an account, again, this is the homepage that you're going to see. I want to talk about two of our other tools. So we talked about Raise. Now we can talk about Track. So Track is the world's first free nonprofit CRM. And Track allows you to track all of the transactions and contacts and recurring plans and tickets that you have gotten using Givebutter. Just to go through a little bit of them. So we have our transactions page. Every transaction is listed in its own little line here. When you click on a transaction, you'll see more details about the supporter information, as well as transaction summaries, things like that. You can search for transactions up here at the top. And you can also filter transactions here. So you can filter by, the date, the amount, funds, if you have a fund designation, payment status, things like that. And this is also true for our recurring plans. So again, this is where all of the recurring plans all sit. Looks very similar, but now you can see, like, if it's green, that means the plan is currently active. If it's red, it's not. You can see some general information here as well. You can still search, you can still filter, which is awesome. Tickets, same thing. Whether it's a digital ticket or an in-person ticket, you can track everything here. Here's that scan tickets button. So you would, to use this, you would load up the dashboard onto your phone, and when you click scan tickets, it will ask to use your phone's camera. I'm not going to click that because I'm using my camera to talk to y'all right now. But that is where that would go. And all of these things, there's also this export feature as well. So if you ever want to export your transaction information or recurring plan information or whatever, you can also export it. But the main thing here is the contacts page. So whenever anybody donates, their information will sit in this contacts page. And when you click on somebody, you'll be able to see all of the information that they've kind of added in through donation. So their name, email address, maybe phone number, address, but you can also add some notes, which is really cool. And you can also add some tags. Now the tagging feature, we're going to talk a little bit more about why that's really useful, but tagging lets you customize certain groups of individuals that you might want to track or you might want to contact later. You can also see this little timeline here. And so this will show a history of the donations or anytime you've communicated with that individual. As you can see here, it says sent with Engage. We'll talk about Engage in a second. But yes, you can also edit any of these details. If they have social media things, you can merge contacts and things like that. Going back to the page. So what's really cool here is that once you've added some filters, so for example, maybe I want to filter people who have donated $500 or more. And I also want only people that have donated after a certain date. So let's just say after October 1st. There's nobody here. Let's change that to August 1st, which is my birthday, actually. I guess it doesn't really matter, but you know what? There it is. There's still nobody here too. Okay, it's okay. So either way, you can add a bunch of filters here, and you can save them as segments. So segments allows you to say save any filters that you want to look at all the time. So if you have like VIP supporters, right? VIP supporters from the last 30 days or December VIP supporters, recurring donors, things like that, you can save them as a segment and use the Engage feature to message them. So let's talk about Engage. Engage is our Givebutter marketing tool, and it allows you to send emails to individuals. And that is where the segments and the tags come in handy. So Engage, again, is all about targeted messaging. You will need to connect your own email domain to be able to use Engage. So that means you have a specialized, at givebutter.com email address. So if you're using, only Gmail or something like that, currently right now, we require an email address to connect so that when you send out an email, it comes from your own domain. But once you've set that up, as you can see here, the first thing that you'll see is a message history. So I've sent in the past, the 63 contacts, you also get to see a bunch of statistics like, oh, the 27 open, 28 bounced, 18 unsubscribed. You can look at a list of all of the people and what they did, whether it bounced or, it remained unopened, things like that. You can also view the email, you can schedule future emails, and you can, of course, draft a bunch of emails. But let's quickly go through a little bit of what it's like to create a new message. So again, the first thing you would do is select contacts to contact. So we're going to use our VIP supporters here. Awesome. And we're going to now, so you can see there are 9. We're going to send those or choose those people to send it to. Now we are writing the email. So you can have an internal name. You can choose which sender it's coming from. So again, once you've connected your email domain, it could come from Steven or Holly or Kate or whomever. You can, of course, write a subject line as well as compose the email. The email composer is a very simple to use, what you see is what you get type of email creation. We do have some variables like first name, last name. And when you click the little plus button again, we still have that Canva integration so that if you want to design a cool infographic to send out through your email, you can do that all on Givebutter. You can also preview this email as well as send a test to yourself to see what it looks like. And then once you're ready to go, you can hit next and send it up. Now we are planning to release the ability to text message as well. So that will be coming soon. We don't support that currently yet, but soon you will be able to send emails to specific segments as well as message them. So that is really cool. So again, like Raise, where you can create an unlimited amount of campaigns. For Track, you can track an unlimited amount of contacts. And for Engage, you can engage with and send out as many emails as you'd like. And so I saw this question already, but you might be wondering, well, how much does this cost? Like, there's no way that this can be free. So let me talk a little bit about how that works on Givebutter. So Givebutter is 100% supported by optional tips. So by default, when you create a campaign, the option to tip Givebutter is enabled, and that is how we make our money. So as long as the option is turned on, so that doesn't mean that donors have to tip us. It just means as long as the option is turned on, they can opt out of it. They can choose how much they would like to tip as well. As long as the option is turned on, there is no platform fee. Now, there is a processing fee, and that goes all to Stripe, which I mentioned before. Stripe is what allows us to accept all of those different payment methods, including Venmo and PayPal. So the processing fee of 1.9% plus 30 cents per transaction for ACH and 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction for all of the rest. All of that money goes to Stripe, but we also offer donors the ability to cover those fees for you as an organization. And we find that 95% of donors do cover those fees for you. So you're oftentimes it's 100 and then it doesn't cost you anything to use Givebutter, which is really amazing. But I think on average, it is around less than 1%. Now, we do like to give options on Givebutter. So if you don't want to give the option to tip, that is okay. You can turn that off. But by turning that off, you are opting into platform fees of 1%, 3%, or 5%, depending on the campaign type. Now, again, donors can cover this for you if you'd like, but we also have the option to turn that off. So if you turn off the ability for donors to cover fees for you, that's okay. You will just be accepting those fees yourself before we pay out money to you. But you will never get like a bill, an invoice. There's no monthly cost, there's no contracts, there's no hidden fees. Everything is shown here. So again, as long as donor tipping is turned on, you can use effectively all of those tools that we just talked about for free, which is really amazing. Yes, so that is it for the demo portion of today. Again, this recording will be sent to you as along with the slide deck that I was originally on tomorrow. So you can, again, rewatch it. But let's get to the Q&A. It looks like we have a couple of questions already. And it looks like Holly helped me a lot. So let's go through some of them. The first question here from Ellie says, can you customize the color of your campaign, i.e. to have an orange theme? Great question. So for forms, like this one here, you can customize the color, and that would include the background color as well as like the button color and the text color and the gold bar, things like that. For pages and events, you can customize the color of the donate button, which corresponds to the gold bar as well. But you cannot customize, say, like change the background so that it's not white. So that is how you can customize the color of your campaigns. But that is a great question. Let me get a little drink of water real quickly. Thank you. All right. Let's answer the next question here. We have from Polly. Is it possible to change a fundraiser from a form page event once you've created it? For example, I created a basic form, but realized that I need to create an event to sell tickets. So yes, you can change a fundraiser, like change between form page of events, as long as there are some minute stipulations. Like for example, if you started with an event and you sold a ticket, you cannot switch out of that because we don't want to affect any historical data once a donation has come in. So as long as nobody's ever donated and you're still just like creating and messing around with the campaign, you can switch between them freely. So that's a great question. Can you duplicate forms, pages, and events? Yes, let me show you really quickly in the back end where to do that. So again, I'm in the dashboard here. I just clicked on one of our recent campaigns here. And I believe it is in settings here. Yes, it is. So you can duplicate a campaign right here. So if you have one for next year, you can just duplicate it, change a couple of things, and you're good to go. And Polly also asks, how does the engage function work with Salesforce and or Constant Contact? So that's a great question. So we have a great page. Let me show you here. So we have a lot of integration. Now we have some native integrations and we have some integrations that are powered through a third-party software. And so for Engage, we use Zapier, or you can use Zapier, anybody can use Zapier to link Givebutter to Constant Contact as well as Salesforce. So just for example, we have an entry for Constant Contact. It shows here that it's powered by Zapier. And again, you will need to use Zapier, which if you're not familiar with it, it pretty much exists. Zapier exists to connect, take this data and send it to this place in this software. They do have a free plan, but Zapier is a paid, the higher tiers are paid. So that is how the engage function can work with Salesforce and Constant Contact. Or I guess you should say, I apologize. I guess I should say track is more what pairs together with Salesforce and Constant Contact. So that is a great question. I actually, I'm not 100% sure because I know we can send contacts and stuff, but if Holly or Kate can correct me on that, please. But hopefully I answer your question. Thank you so much, Polly. You can peruse the integrations tab. If you want, it's just givebutter.com/integrations, and you can see a bunch of those different ones. Fitzum asks, oh, thank you for answering. Follow-up question. If I have two people donating, are they each able to see how much they each gave if they don't say stay anonymous? Or do I have the option to keep them hidden from other donors from seeing how much donors give? Yes, I think I understand your question, right? So when somebody donates on, for example, if someone donates on a page or on a form, there's no, seeing what other people donate, right? But for pages and events, this is optional, this supporter feed. So when you donate, there is this option here to do it. You don't have to do it. I may need a little bit of help. I don't believe there's a way to permanently turn it off so that it forces everybody to be anonymous. But it is an optional thing. So if they don't want their information to be known, they don't have to. If they do want their information to be known, they can. I hope that answers your question there. Lisa asks, how do interested organizations sign up for Givebutter? Great question. You can just go to givebutter.com and you can click the sign up button right there. Anybody can use Givebutter, whether it's organizations or individuals. And you can just make your account, start playing with it, which is really awesome. I do want to mention our amazing support team. So for example, if you make an account and you have a question, right? There's a lot of things going on. If you click this chat button in the upper right-hand corner, it will bring you to our amazing support team. Let me refresh my page a little bit. It should show up, there it is. So they're available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. They have an average response time of a minute or less. So if you do have any questions, please reach out to our support team for help. You can also reach them using this button in the bottom right-hand corner, just on the Givebutter page as well, if you have any questions. Cool. Hillary asks, but what will it look like on the donor end? Who are they donating to and the campaign name? So great question. So this is what they will see. So these campaigns that I've been showing you, or these examples, they will see your name here. So Butterworld is our, I guess, fake company in this case, or fake organization. So they will see your organization's name here. This is your campaign name here. Again, they will see you are the one that's the organizer. If you are a verified nonprofit, you will also have this little verified button here. So whenever you share this campaign link, donors should know that it's okay, it's from this, it's for this, and things like that. Cool, let's move on. Oh, I think Hillary clarified a little bit. I mean, when they donate through Venmo, I see. Okay, so we have a whole, I can show you just our help center article if that helps here. But the way Venmo works is, so the payment method will show up if your device supports it. So right now that is phones, as well as I think on desktop, we recently released the ability to do that. So first they will need to go to the Givebutter page, click Venmo as the payment option, and then it will switch them to Venmo and give them the ability to pay. They are not searching through Venmo. They are not like, you're not sharing it through Venmo or anything like that. They don't need to know your Venmo name or anything like that. Venmo works similarly to PayPal or something like that, where if they click PayPal, they'll need to log in and it knows where to send that money and who it's sending it to. I hope that answers your question there. So again, it is not like a normal Venmo account where people just straight up donate money. it does need to go through the campaign page. Cool. All right, back to Jennifer. Will their automated email receipt include all the tax info they need? Is their donation being made to our org and not Givebutter? So yes, the automated email receipt will have all the tax information that they need, including your EIN numbers and things like that, if you're a verified nonprofit. Is their donation being made to you? Yes, it's going to you. It is not going to Givebutter. And Fitz Mask, is ACH only available for verified nonprofits? Yes, currently it is only available for verified nonprofits. It's more for like trust and security reasons there, is I believe the answer to that. Awesome. Oh, that's a lot of questions, a lot of great questions. We have around 2 more minutes, but if there is no other questions, I really thank everybody for joining me. Again, you can go to givebutter.com right now. You can sign up for an account just to start creating campaigns on your own. Again, if you have any questions, chat into our support team. They are absolutely amazing. Or rewatch this video. Yeah, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend, or I guess it's only Wednesday, but an amazing day tomorrow if you do have it off, or a breezy tomorrow. I look forward to seeing all of your accounts on Givebutter in the future. Thank you all so much.
You turned this from an idea in a dorm room into the #1 rated fundraising platform on the internet.
You raised over $100 million for charitable causes just in the last year.
You are making the world a better place, one gift at a time.